Everyone, I'm Sandra Bookman.
And I'm Joe Torres. An ominous warning tonight from Russian President Vladimir Putin. He says he considers the sanctions imposed on his country equivalent to a declaration of war.
Despite that, Ukraine now demanding a new round of tougher sanctions against Russia. President Zelensky spoke with U.S. lawmakers today, pleading for aid as fighting on the ground intensifies.
Ukrainian authorities halted so-called evacuation corridors created to get people to safety. The situation grows more dire every hour.
There is no heat, no cell service, and little food left. Grocery stores have been bombed, and there is a limited amount of water. ABC's Ika Jachi following the latest developments.
Вільні народи вільної країни.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky pleading with members of Congress and top White House aides for more military aid. Asking U.S. lawmakers for weapons including drones, planes, and stingers, the implementation of a no-fly zone over Ukraine, and a full ban on the import of Russian oil to the U.S. Overnight, Zelensky also criticizing NATO for rejecting his plea for a no-fly zone, saying all of the people who die from this day forward will die because of you. The fighting as Russia and Ukraine reportedly declared a limited ceasefire in the hard-hit cities of Mariupol and in Volnovakha in the east. But Russia never stopped shelling in the area. Ukrainian officials accusing Vladimir Putin of using the halt in fighting to move forces. They've postponed the evacuations. NATO accusing Russia of using cluster bombs in their assault on Ukraine, which are banned under international law. And we're seeing new video inside this nuclear power plant, now under control of the Russian military. People can be repeatedly heard saying, "Stop firing" at a nuclear facility. And the humanitarian crisis continues. Secretary of State Blinken visiting a refugee center at the Poland-Ukraine border, where tens of thousands of Ukrainians have crossed to safety. He also pledged ongoing support.
The support for Ukraine not only has been unprecedented, not only is it going to continue, it's going to increase. And what we've seen is a sea change that's being shown around the world in terms of its support of Ukraine and against the horrific aggression committed by Russia.
The U.S. State Department updating its travel advisory for the country, warning U.S. citizens to depart immediately. Ika Jachi, ABC News, Washington.
And some breaking news to tell you about. We've just learned Visa and MasterCard have suspended operations in Russia. MasterCard said this decision wasn't made lightly. Visa says it was compelled to act. Both companies have also pledged $2 million to humanitarian relief funds for Ukraine.
Tonight.